safe speculation. Sprinkles, I want you to think about that. Safe speculation. What am I talking about? Well, it's something I will always promote. You always hear me say 90% core, 10% lottery. This is what it looks like. 90% core, 10% lottery. It's a way to filter altcoins and crypto opportunities in your mind to help you identify where it should be placed in the box. Because you don't have all the answers, but a lot of people make that mistake, right? Sometimes they go in too much when it comes to a coin, and other times they don't go in hard enough. That's another aspect to think about. You know, if you're coming into crypto and you're new, well, you should know that there are many people who they know this crypto industry is going up. It's not going to zero. So they don't feel comfortable with only like 1 month of their living expenses invested. So if they need about $50,000 a year to live, it's about $4,000 a month. People don't feel comfortable with $4,000. That's like too little. They know, oh my gosh, this thing is really going up higher. And what I'm going to do now, play some pump music to justify it. So they want to allocate more units, okay? But within the realms of crypto itself, we've got this 90% core, 10% lottery aspect that I talked to you about. But also we've got to have an appreciation of the fact that everybody is diverse. Somebody in Bitcoin camp, Bitcoin maxi camp, they believe Bitcoin is the core, 90% core, and then their 10% lottery is actually a US dollar denominated bank account. And I'm not making that up. That's their actual altcoin. They consider that a lottery ticket because they need it as like, you know, just in case you need to pay for bills or electricity or whatever you need, okay? That's actually how they view it. They don't believe in touching Ethereum or anything else. If you go to the Ethereum maxi people, well, 90% of their portfolio is Ethereum, and then 10% of their lottery, they might have like bigger coins like Arbitrum and Optimism, which is layer 2 related to that, or other VC projects they may or may not be in, okay? So then you might go to Pulse Chain, they're Richard Hart coin maxis. They might have, like I think Mr. Crypto Coffee, like 90 or 95% of his portfolio is just Pulse, PulseX, EXPX Inc. or whatever the split is. And then he has like 10% lottery where he's like, he throws some money around here and there. He knows, okay, he doesn't really get some things or he experiments here and there, but I'm just showing you, man, it's diverse. Nobody has the complete full answer. So yes, I am the guy wearing a helicopter hat trying to teach you about it so you can become a more informed investor and, of course, friend. So this 90% core, 10% lottery, it's safe speculation, okay? It's the process of filtering out coins that help you survive the blows so you can make it to the easy phase of the bull market. That's what it's all about. It's actually all about survival, because once the liquidity injection starts to ratchet up into crypto, everything reprices up. Okay, and basically you get to see, you've seen it by now, how many times has it happened? Things start pricing up. Yeah, there's things not moving in tandem. There's slingshot effects. There's correlations that disconnect for a while. The market's got to kind of figure out what it means for repricing things higher as Bitcoin sloshes around. There are those elements going on. But on a month-to-month basis, if you just take that perspective, you see what I'm saying is true. So keeping this mindset will help you slay the market beast. So here you are, friends, with Spoonie. You will slay the beasts. Yeah! As I say to you, friends, the market beast, it's constantly biting at the weak cowards. And it's a dragon. It's like breathing fire out of its nostrils. Oh, that's why I have this Pepe as St. George here. One of the great saints. You see that? Defeating the wild beast. So the only way to make it is to have that. You got to have that perspective, friends. You need it. This is your strategy going forward. So you go, okay, not everything's a core. Also, not everything's a lottery. Like, the last thing you want to do, friends, is, look, at the end of a crypto cycle, people will compare to other coins and they'll feel like they never made enough and they'll never actually get out. But when the bear market comes, you realize somebody who just like took out 7 times their portfolio wins by a lot. Do you know how jealous people got of just people who like took profit for like a 5x in 2021? Because they actually had money to walk away with. And they were like, oh, cool, I didn't lose everything. But people, even though they had let's say someone turned $1,000 into $100,000, the fact that it came back all the way to $5,000, they feel like they lost it. Whereas one guy could have went from they started from 1, they finished at 5, but they got out. They think, oh, okay, cool, I didn't lose everything. but they have the same amount. The guy who lost it from 100 to 5 has infinitely more more depression to deal with. But you want to learn from that experience, okay? Because like there's no right or wrong. You're playing a game here, and your job is to just do as best as you can. Because we're investing based off Mindshare. So, friends, every coin you know and love was once a tiny size, and it was a super speculative lottery ticket. That's the truth, right? Every coin. Bitcoin used to be a meme coin. XRP, Cardano, Doge, Hex, everything started off as a lottery ticket meme coin. Literally a lottery ticket meme coin. Okay, every single coin, SHIB, you name it. And just because you went all in on something or someone else and it worked out in that scenario many years ago, it doesn't mean others will necessarily do the same. Because that's what happens, friends. People buy Bitcoin, they go all in. Hey, it's working for me, and they try to get everybody in. God bless your hearts, man. I know you're trying to save everyone. Not going to work. Okay, it's not going to work. That's it. The market's going to do what it's going to do. Same as everybody, any other coin. Like there are people, friends, they said they went all in on Hex, and they got everybody in, and then they just watch it go down for 3.5 years with everyone else. But, you know, some people have the gaslight approach of like, nah, well, it worked for me. You got to believe, you know, I'm just showing you these different perspectives out here. The truth is no one is owed anything. We're lucky this stuff even works, and it is a game. Okay, you have to learn the game mechanics. There's a liquidity cycle, global liquidity cycle. There's periods where liquidity gets contracted, where it slows down, and complete periods where liquidity gets inserted into crypto because we're a hypersensitive liquidity bucket. That's it. You have to ride the waves. If you're not comfortable riding the waves, go buy stocks and government bonds like they want you to. Go earn your shitty little 5% per year and lose to inflation. That's okay. For us in here, we understand, yeah, the stakes are high, but also the pot of gold waiting at the end of the rainbow is worth it. So this is, friends, XRP as an example. XRP did a 600x in the year 2017, 600 times your money, and then it went nowhere for 8 years, literally 8 years. So what about, I know people, by the way, I literally know people, they made money in 2017 XRP, it went up, and then they added more at the top and they told all their friends and family to get in. Now they've literally made nothing for 8 years. And they haven't been keeping on track with crypto as an industry. They hate Ethereum, they hate meme coins, they hate everything. So, and they're still there, still believing in XRP. Now, shout out to the baby doll XRP army. I'm just telling you, man, there's product market fit, friends. It shifts, it morphs, it changes. We got to be there with the heartbeat of the market. You know, think about that person telling all his friends, ignore everything else. I went into XRP, I went all in and it worked. That person, they onboarded a lot of people and they were so adamant about it, but look at the results, man. Like you went nowhere for 8 years. Okay, so what's the conclusion of all this? Well, it's a game, man. It's a game. So think twice about getting family, friends and stuff in. They're going to find the way in eventually. That's why my perspective is, friends, I just tell people, hey, I am doing this and that's it. And people always say to me, what if it doesn't work? What if you lose money? What if this happens? Okay, get over it. They happen. I can't do anything about it. I am doing this. This is my decision. I'm just publishing out to the world. That's it. I'm not telling you, you don't have to follow. None of it's financial advice. I tell you, okay, 50% of the coins are literally rugs. Of course, the real number is 10%, but I tell people to protect themselves, assume 50-50 are rugs. You wouldn't go all in on a coin toss, would you? Okay? Imagine, friends, we're playing Russian roulette. Yeah? Imagine we're playing Russian roulette, friends, and 3 of these 6 bullet chambers, imagine they were filled with a bullet. And you just spun it, you spin it out, and then you go, wee wee. Would you pull the trigger? Okay, would you pull the trigger? What if the reward was $2 million? Would you pull the trigger? Oh, but there's a 50-50 chance of dying. It's not worth it. You see? That's important parts to think about it when it comes to analyzing this. So I've told you to learn from this, right? Just around, as well, be mindful. Everybody has to find their own way through this wacky and wild crypto city. This is one of those weird faces out here, ancient people, and you have this cool, cute peppy. Okay, a fat apu, the cream egg. It's a wild and wacky city, friends. These things don't make sense. That's why I put this picture here. He's just handing over an egg. Hello, sir. Like, we're trying to make sense of a world where people are trading and speculating around network effects and Mindshare. We're putting price charts on basically brands that just pop out of nowhere, and we're trying to make sense of these things, okay? And they can appear one day, they can disappear another. So it's all a game of Mindshare, right? and I've written here, it's a game of mindshare. We live in an attention economy. Some things get product market fit, but many things don't. That's it. You got to accept the game for what it is. Yeah. Obviously, Bitcoin has a lot of mindshare and product market fit, but the rate of growth of its mindshare from that point, it will slow down, as they all are. So you have to understand where you're on the risk curve. That's why if you have 90% call, 10% lottery, at least you're thinking about, what's safe? I want you to just open your mind with that. As you've discovered from my videos and my tweets this year, the act of giving revenue to shareholders of a coin, it did not raise token valuations or mindshare. That's it, friends. Maybe in a parallel dimension, another universe, maybe it did. But in our world, giving revenue to token holders, it does not add any mindshare. It doesn't. Now, you could say the market's stupid. It doesn't matter what you think. Okay, I'm just telling you the market doesn't give a crap. It might care in 10 years. It doesn't care today. Okay, now I was able to make many videos and go through why the market's actually rational for thinking that way. And the answer is because your code of your revenue is open source and it can be copy pasted. And people know inherently that a bear market wipes away everybody anyway. So they don't really want to get all caught up in someone's like religious code that hands out money from a revenue of a token share of users. Okay, that's pretty much why. You see, it's kind of like, friends, if you go to let's say you go to a little island and there's hurricanes that appear every 3 months. You don't want to go and invest like, $300,000 to build this mad house and hut when you know a hurricane comes and just wipes everything out. You see what I mean? Inherently, you might think, oh, the market's stupid. Why does it want to build this very, very cheap home? And then you poll people and they're like, oh yeah, there's a season of monsoons or tornadoes every 3 months or whatever. You see? So this same aspect is going on here. We're just trying to work our way through it. So instead, friends, so that's what doesn't work. Sharing revenue doesn't actually work. That's a stock market thing. They like sharing dividends, sharing cash flow. It's not applicable in crypto. It doesn't work. Instead, what works is, wait for it, the act of people starting at low prices. Okay, they start low, they start early, whatever. They start somewhere. And then they discover, friends, to make fire memes and mindshare gaining together. Okay, so they start somewhere, they make memes, or they make friendships, and they get the mindshare of the token in the community out. And as it goes up, they cheer on the green candles. Okay, because they're watching their portfolio grow. They go, wow, I've made something of value here. I built this. We're building these friendships, and there's more people in here. And because of Metcalfe's law, okay, you're increasing the user base and then you're getting the price increase to be a square. So yes, people are happy. Oh, I increased the user base by 5x and our price went up 25x. Like, wow, I wonder if we do another 5x from here. That's another 25x from that. That's what they're excited. They're financially incentivized to feel that way, okay? This inherently is enriching the believers. And this is a cute friendship cabin. Here's me as a dick butt. Little Pokemon and Apu's everywhere. You see that, friends? So that's the crypto. That's a journey. Okay, that's actually what product market fit is, by the way. In crypto, that product market fit, it is a journey. You have to start low or start early. That doesn't matter really theoretically where you start. It just the price has to go up. There has to be price growth to basically let people imagine what it's like if the price keeps going up. If they start at high valuations, all the VC tokens, there's only 100 people in their network. You made nobody rich. No one cares about you. You fade out into the ether space out here because no one's talking about you, because no one cares about you. There's no branding there. Okay, so now you have it, friends. That is practicing safe speculation. You're understanding, okay, it's mindshare. When you think about core coins, why are they core? Okay, because they've demonstrated they have enough mindshare out there in the world that they're not going to fizzle out in 2 seconds, okay? Compare that to a pump fund JPEG piece of crap coin. It's like zombie Biden 69 Inu. They made coins like that, all those ruggers and those scammers. And see, you can't really rely on stuff like that because it's a bunch of crack addicted coke kids where they're changing their mind every 15 hours and you can't really rely on that. You see how we're fleshing things out? Okay, Bitcoin's been around 14 years, mindshare. Other things have been around 14 seconds. And then you and I, we're trying to find out of the ones that have been around, instead of 14 years, Bitcoin's slowing down, right? Instead of that, maybe ones that are less than 5 years old, maybe less than 3 years old, some of them are only 1 year old. What is their potential future growth? And, you won't get the exact number, but if you know it's on the upside, most of the job is done. Make sure you like, subscribe, belly button all. Tell mum and dad that you love them. Catch you in the next one.